And welcome back to another episode of Dueling Palates. That's right, Erica and I are not just done with that 2024 Top Cigar of the Year series. We're gonna keep doing this. Erica, we got some good stuff coming up, don't we? Including
Do.
today's. You want to tell everybody what we got today?
The Davidoff Grand Cru Diademas Finas. Everybody says the cigar is a banger. And this is both of our first times with it. So I'm excited.
Yes, yes. And Erica, thank you for sending this over.
Mhm.
Erica snagged a couple and sent one over, so allowed us to do this. So I appreciate it. Little bit about this in case anybody's wondering. If they don't care, then that's fine. But wrapper on this just says Ecuador. This is off Half Wheel. Says Ecuador. Binder and filler just says Dominican Republic, and the size is a 6.75 by 50. That's all I know. That's all I know. I think it's a limited release too, I believe. So there's that as well. Not a cheap date, but they say it's good. So we're going to fire it up and let you guys know what we think. I'm excited about this. Erica, are you excited about this one? Because I am.
I'm super excited. Shout out Small Batch too. That's where I got these. Or can we
Oh,
do shout
nice.
out? Okay, yeah. That's okay.
Just, yeah, we just don't want to say like .coms or.
Okay, I got you. Just wanted to give them a shout out because I do a lot of shopping there. So
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, small batch. I do quite a bit. You know, they got great how to say everything. They'll have great deals. I get their emails. I'm sure you do too.
mhm.
I mean, they'll jam out. I got a couple Ferriotego boxes off of 35% off deal. I was like, 35% off.
Mhm.
Excuse me? Sold.
Yeah. Hmm.
So great site. Anyways, everybody, we're going to fire this thing up. We'll come back first, third, into the second, third, whatever, and we'll let you know. All right, and we are back. We're about halfway or so, give or take. We're into the second, third, anyways. This thing's burning a little quicker than we thought. We're both slow smoking, but I mean, not super fast. We've been at this for what, 40 minutes, 45? I don't know.
Damn.
The Placencia, that Salamone lasted like 2.5 hours. We thought this was going to last that long, but this one's definitely burning quicker than that.
But yeah, I thought this was gonna be a 2.5 hour smoke. It's great. But yeah,
Yes.
we're chugging through it.
Halfway through. So I made some notes here when we've been smoking. So at light up, white pepper right out the gate, and graham cracker sweetness right out the gate. Mild cedar, and I got some hay on there. And then the sweetness has really been developing, and I'm getting some vanilla at times, back to the graham cracker, and a couple mystery notes. And you pointed out cashews, and I was like, boom, that's it. What
Yep.
do you think? Is that pretty accurate to where we're at? What were you getting?
Yeah, that's all of what I'm getting. The cashews, it's super creamy, really nutty. And then yeah, the vanilla, it's like a vanilla cream, graham crackery sweetness. It's really good. It's very smooth though. Like when you retroed in the first third, there is that little like white pepper, but it's not a super sting or whatever, but it's smooth white pepper. Sometimes I was kind of like baking spice ish, but more so white pepper than like baking spice. But there was like flips of maybe like a baking spice in and out. But I mean, it's a really good cigar.
Yeah, it is really good. It's I haven't had a ton of Davidoff. Um, I've had a handful, and this would probably, I might say it's one of my favorite Davidoffs that I've had.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, they make a good product. I haven't had one that I was like, "Ooh, this is gross," but I haven't had any that really, for me, that I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I want to stock up on boxes of this." But this one's been really good, and just like you
Mhm.
said, smooth, creamy, um, just overall a good cigar. So that's what we got. We're gonna finish this thing out, and then we'll come back and let you folks know what we think. But so far, so good. All right, and we are back. We are pretty much finished with this Davidoff Grand Cru Diademas Finas. That's a long ass name.
It is. It's a mouthful.
I've just got about that. I had some groceries show up, so Erica's a little bit ahead of me. But notice she's nubbing it. Erica, what
Mm-hmm.
do you think? What do you think? How'd this thing finish out for you?
Great. It was great. The sweetness did take a. It kind of dissipated in the final third, like we were talking about. It's more of a bready kind of cedar forward final third, but it's still enjoyable. Um, it's a really good cigar.
Agreed. It's not a cigar where, excuse me, where in the final third it tanks and just becomes dirty earth or rancid or has the typical what sometimes Connecticut's will do. They'll get that kind of bitterness at the end and
Yep.
where it's like, whoa, okay, we're done here. Like you said, the same for me, the sweetness has kind of disappeared, but the other notes are still there and it's still enjoyable, bready, cedary, smooth, creamy, just
Mm-hmm.
finished it off good.
Yep.
So we'll talk a couple more minutes about it, but what because I want to get the little rating to pop up in the bottom. We talked about this and we're going to rate this 4.2 stars.
Mm-hmm.
4.2 stars, which is a really good rating. The highest you can go is 5. So this is really, really good rating. This is a rating to where, yes, we absolutely want to have a couple of these in the humidor for a special occasion. Now, special occasion comes up because this ain't a cheap date.
Mm-mm.
MSRP is what, 57, you said?
I think so. Yeah.
Somewhere around there. So for me, just with the price, it's not something I'm not smoking every day,
Mm-mm.
but I'd get a couple more and keep them in the humidor, don't you think?
For sure.
Yeah.
No, it's a really, really good cigar.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I think it's worth the price of admission to have for a special occasion.
Yep. No, I agree. It's fantastic.
Now, where do you think this lands? I haven't had a ton of Davidoff. I don't know about you. Where do you think this lands in the world of Davidoff for you? I've had minimal Davidoff. I'd put this at the top of the food chain out of the ones that I have had.
So I've only ever had the Davidoff Nicaraguan series that Albert had sent me. But this is obviously the best Davidoff I've had. I don't really like, I'm not pulled towards Davidoff necessarily,
Yeah.
but this
Yeah.
was fantastic. If this was in our Dueling Palates like 2024 list, I'm gonna make Peter really mad, but I would definitely rate this over like the PB97. Um, top three probably cigar in the rankings of that. It's
Yeah, I
complex.
agree.
I mean, I don't know. There's nuances to it. It's just really good. Really, really good.
Smooth, creamy, delicious, enjoyable
Yes.
to the end.
Hmm.
Not a cigar where it's like, all right, are we done yet? You know,
Yep.
it's really good. I
Yep.
enjoyed it. Who recommended this? Everybody?
Pretty much. I mean, it seems like everybody in the cud loved this stick. It was, I think, believe Mike's number two.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay.
everybody has good things to say about the Diademas Finas.
Yeah.
So that's a
Overall, a
great
great
cigar.
cigar. Well, that's all we got. This is our first actual review. Getting out of the series we are doing. So from here out, when we do these, well, until we do the 2025 cigars of the year, we'll have the write up at the down in the description that nobody here will read, but I'll put it down there. They'll just have a couple of the notes we had, the makeup of it, all the stuff I typically do on my own channel. We'll have that down below with the rating, this, that, and the other. So, any final thoughts, Erica?
Great cigar. That's it. Great
Great,
time.
cigar. Great cigar. That's it. And we got some good stuff coming up. What are we doing
Ew.
next? Tell them what we're doing next. A little teaser.
The wide Churchill.
The wide Churchill, Romeo Julieta, wide
Yep.
Churchill, Cuban. So we are pumped up about that one.
Yes.
So, and who knows when we'll get that out. Wednesdays, so everybody knows, if you care, if you don't care, Wednesdays are reserved for Dueling Palates episodes, or if something rare, something comes out, I want to throw it out there. But Wednesdays will be open for the Dueling Palates episodes whenever we get around to being able to record those. So that's all we got. Thanks everybody for watching. See you next time.
See you later.